Good morning and welcome to week 33 of 52 Weeks of Spirit. Good morning, guys. Welcome. As you can tell, the background's a little different this week. And the reason is because what I want to talk to you about is the download I received by Spirit last night. And what this download was I was in a room and I was worrying and running around trying to get ready in my dream. And I literally heard Spirit come in and say, you don't have to be perfect. And I kind of sat with that information and was like, what do you mean? And I think we get caught up in this day and time where we're running around trying to look our best, act our best, do our best, that we forget that it's okay to not be perfect. So this morning, as I was preparing to do week 33, I literally was like, okay, how do I do this? And Spirit said, go as you are. And I was like, but they might judge me. And then I heard Spirit say, what does it matter? What does it matter if they judge you? You know, I think we get so caught up on this idealism of we have to be a certain way, we have to act a certain way, we have to present ourselves a certain way instead of just being ourselves. You know, I've got this masterclass coming up about authenticity, and I need to start to behave in my authentic way, which means if I just want to put on a house coat and I don't want to brush my hair or brush my teeth or wash my face, I just want to grab my coffee and start recording, and that's okay. Because the only one at the end of the day that gets to judge me is him. And he chooses not to. He doesn't judge us. He accepts us. He forgives us. I think we become our biggest critic. We attack ourselves. We belittle ourselves. And I want to share with you guys a poem. And it's from Theodore Roosevelt. However, it was redone by Brené Brown. And if you've heard this poem, perfect. If you've never heard this poem, well, get ready. The poem's called The Man in the Arena. And it says, it is not the critic who counts, not the man who points out how the strong man stumbles, or where the doer of deeds could have done them better. The credit belongs to the man who is actually in the arena, whose face is marred by dust and sweat and blood, who strives valiantly, who errs, who comes short again and again, who spends himself in a worthy cause, who at the best knows in the end the triumph of high achievement, and who at the worst, if he fails, at least fails while daring greatly, so that his place shall never be with those cold and timid souls who neither know victory nor defeat. And that poem's called The Man in the Arena. And as I read these words and as I think of my vision last night and my download from Spirit, it's like we get so caught up in this vision of having to act and be and live our lives a certain way. And as I work through some inner child healing right now, as well with some clients, not only with my clients, but with myself, excuse me, I'm reminded of the inner child. I'm reminded of the innocence of childhood. And I don't know where you are on your healing journey right now. And I don't even know if any of this is going to make sense, but like, let's get back to that place where we didn't give a shit, where we just were ourselves. That was the innocence of the child. You know, I come week after week with these inspirational messages that I feel are going to be inspirational, that I feel are going to make a difference in people's lives. And then I'm filled with disappointment for the week that follows. Because I go back to that video that's posted and I see no comments. I see no interactions. And so I beat myself up internally and think, well, I'm not doing a good enough job. I'm not making a difference. Maybe they don't care. Maybe it doesn't matter. You know, we live in a time and an age when social media is everywhere. And if we see that we posted something and it's got no interaction, it's got no likes, and I am guilty of this as charged. But we start to belittle ourselves. We start to think we're a piece of shit. We start to think we're worthless. We're not making a difference. But if we start to see past that and think of, hey, what if I make a difference in one person's life? What if I make a difference in the way someone thinks, the way someone feels, the way someone portrays themselves, the way someone steps into their authenticity? Maybe just then, nothing else matters. You know I've asked you guys for the last 32 weeks, 33 weeks, because it's the 33rd week, to let me know some feedback. I'm not asking for feedback for myself necessarily. I'm asking because, do I bring this back? Is this worth it? Am I making a difference? Am I making a stepping stone in the world today? At this point, I don't even care. Because I know that one person will see this. And maybe, just maybe this week will be the week that makes the difference. So yeah, I'm recording this in my pajamas, didn't get dressed, didn't put on makeup, didn't brush my hair, just sitting here. But I'm being authentic. And I'm done caring about what anyone else thinks, except for what I think about myself. And I'm proud of who I am. I'm proud of the changes I've made. And I have seen those changes exponentially over the last year. I see how I step more into myself, how I stay true to myself. And maybe I won't bring these readings back next year. But maybe these readings will become a new podcast, a new message, a new guidance, a new insight. Because at the end of 2024, I will go through and unlock all of these and have them available for the public at the end of this year, when we hit 52 weeks. You know, one of the things I like to do is I like to look at the numbers, and I know that the numbers mean something. And so this is week 33 of 52 weeks with Spirit. So let's see what the angel number message is for 33. You have a strong and clear connection with one or more ascended masters. You have answered your call and who have answered your call and your prayers. Keep talking to them as they're helping you with your present situation. And I don't know if you guys know about my story or what's been going on in the last year, but this year I'm really starting to build that relationship with God. I'm starting to work on my relationship with Source and making that connection. You know, as a medium, as a card reader, as a healer, as an intuitive, I know that I can't do what I do without a relationship with a God of my understanding. And for me, that means Jesus. That means the person that laid down their life so that I can have life abundantly, filled with forgiveness, understanding, and love. You know, life hasn't always been easy. Hasn't always been easy for me, hasn't always been easy for you. But I want you to pat yourself on the back today. I want you to give yourself a huge hug today and this week. Because, girl, you made it to week 33. That's something to be proud of. You didn't quit. You didn't give up. You loved yourself enough to invest in your journey to help your healing. And let me tell you, that means everything. When we start to put ourselves first and start to invest in our healing and our journey, we literally watch our lives change. We watch the stars, the galaxy, the world open up. And so this week, as I've been trying to get you guys to challenge yourselves, I want you to just be in the moment, to think of all you have accomplished, whether it's just in the last 33 weeks, or if it's in the last year, or the last 6 months, or even just this week alone. I want you to be proud of yourself, because I'm proud of you. And if no one's told you this week that you're loved, well, you are. No one's told you this week that you're enough, you are. If no one's told you this week that you matter, you make a difference, you do. But most importantly, you're loved. And so this week, I want you to move forward. This week, I want you to reach for the stars. This week, I want you to get out of your own way and stop listening to that limited voice inside your head. It doesn't give a rat's ass about you. I want you to listen to your heart. I want you to listen to your soul. I want you to listen to him. And sometimes I want you to listen to me, if you can spare 18 minutes every week. But I want you to remember that you're loved and that you've got this. And that, yes, there's going to be people in our lives that are going to judge us. There's going to be people in our lives that are going to tell us we're not good enough, we're not worthy enough, we can't do this, we're not valued. But the truth is, that's a reflection of who they are. That doesn't even start to describe who you are. Because you're amazing, just as you are. So I hope you've enjoyed this week. I would love to get some feedback, not for me, but for when these videos are released to the public. And I hope I'm making a difference. I hope I'm helping you find yourself, love yourself, maybe even know yourself. So this week, I want you to just shine. I want you to spread kindness. I want you to do a random act of kindness this week. Do something for someone else, unexpected, without acknowledgement. Treat people with kindness. This week is going to be a little chaotic. I will still be delivering week 34, which is next week. However, next week is my crunch week to get everything ready for Cornfest. If you are going to be in the Taber, Alberta area, come by and see me August 23rd, 24th at the auditorium during the Cornfest market. I believe August 23rd is noon till 7 p.m. and August 24th is 9 till 5. So Even if you can't make it, if you know someone in the Lethbridge area or Medicine Hat, let them know about Cornfest. Let them know that I'll be there doing readings, in-person readings. And don't forget to book a session for yourself. Treat yourself with kindness this week. Treat others with kindness. And maybe, just maybe, do a random act of kindness on yourself. Have a great week, guys. Love and light. Be strong. Be real. Be you. Love you.